What is going on, CYPRX YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. As always, if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrencies, commodities, indices, foreign exchange, go ahead and please consider subscribing to the YouTube page. In today's video breakdown, guys, I'm just going to cover some quick fundamentals that I found very interesting surrounding what it is that I've been covering on this YouTube page for quite some time, that we are starting to see mainstream adoption amongst cryptocurrencies pick up. We're starting to see not just banks and institutions pick up purchasing digital assets, but also companies, businesses, things of that nature, media outlets, right? And so these are just a couple of different articles surrounding those topics. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's dive into today's fundamental breakdown real quick. I just have about 4 articles for you guys that I found interesting. They are all on cointelegraph.com, so you guys can type in the search bar, the headers for these articles, and you guys can sift through. I've highlighted some things on these articles that I thought stood out that I'd just like to mention to you guys surrounding the mainstream adoption and pickup of cryptocurrency, okay? A lot of people that I've been having cryptocurrency discussions with, they're, fearful. They think that cryptocurrency is going away. And I've been attempting to, wake people up and let people see that in the long run, we are early on in this market. I've had previous YouTube video breakdowns covering such topics. And these are, again, 4 articles just to show you all that crypto is not going anywhere. So here on cointelegraph.com, we see YouTube sees incredible potential in NFT video sales despite backlash threat. Each of these articles that I'm covering, guys, they are extremely important and almost, history in the making. Well, collectively speaking, they are history in the making, okay? We are seeing a global shift, the way that we digitally transact money from one source to another. And here we can see YouTube sees incredible potential in NFT video sales despite backlash threat. Covering the meat in this article, we scroll down and we see YouTube is looking at non-fungible token NFT integrations to provide new methods for creators to engage with fans and develop additional revenue streams. Again, another means of exchange for, creators to engage with fans and develop additional revenue streams. We see here, the news comes just a few weeks after YouTube CEO Susan, I'm not going to butcher that, hinted that the platform can use Web3 as a source of inspiration for growth and possibly adopt NFTs on the website. In a Thursday blog post, YouTube's Chief Product Officer, Neil Mohan, outlined a long list of new products, tools, and features that the firm intends to roll out in 2022, with web tech, blockchain, NFTs, and Metaverse and the Metaverse all getting mentioned. Mohan stated that YouTube is actively seeking out new ways to provide additional support and options for its 2 million partner creators after receiving feedback from the community. Scrolling down here, we see a quote, finally, we couldn't have a piece about innovation without touching on the metaverse. We're thinking big about how to make viewing more immersive. The first area in which you can expect to see an impact is gaming, where we'll work to bring more interactions to games and make them feel more alive. And then I highlighted this in purple for you guys. This is the most important part of this whole entire article, but we see here it's still early days, but we're excited to see how we can turn these virtual worlds into a reality for viewers. This is insane breaking news. Why? Because this is saying that cryptocurrencies, NFTs, blockchain, it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. We're seeing big companies like YouTube now get fully integrated. I'm going to show you guys some other articles here surrounding Apple fully integrating with blockchain and digital currency technology, okay? And this is, again, just to prove the theory behind the fact that I've told you guys we are early on in this market. We see here, again, key phrases, key vocabulary. What do we see here? Quote, it's still early days, okay? Giving you guys, and this is all, again, just at the end of the day, speculation. We could see a dump in the cryptocurrency market, but we're talking about long-term potential here. You really, truly have to understand what assets you hold, if they do have future utility and use cases, what the long-term potential of these asset classes that you're holding are, and that the majority of the asset classes in the digital currency world are going to get rug pulled, and there's only going to be a select few in the future, okay? And I've mentioned that quite some time in the YouTube videos before this one. We see here, I found this article interesting because just in January, and that's covered in this article, but just in January, Russia was considering banning cryptocurrency, and there was a big scare for that, and you guys can see how that affected the market. But reading this article, we see Russian government and central banks agree to treat Bitcoin as a currency. Interesting to say the least, because just a month ago, there were crypto regulations and Russia scares that they were going to ban cryptocurrency, right? But the government and central bank in Russia have reached an agreement on how to regulate cryptocurrencies according to a Tuesday announcement. So I highlighted that for you all. The report also highlights that cryptocurrency transactions of more than 600,000 rubles, roughly $8,000, would have to be declared. Otherwise, it could be considered a criminal act. Those who illegally accept cryptocurrencies as payment will incur fines. This news comes after months of speculation about how the Russian government will handle digital currencies. While it's still unclear what its decision is and what this decision will mean for business and citizens in Russia, it seems that the country is slowly warming up to the idea of cryptocurrencies. Again, paying attention to key vocabularies. What do we see here? Slowly warming up to the idea of cryptocurrencies. What do we see? A global adoption, a global integration of cryptocurrencies. And when just in January, what do we see here? In January, the Bank of Russia called for a nationwide crypto ban and report that warned about the speculative nature of the industry. This was only a month ago. All right. And the bank also stated that financial firms should not facilitate crypto transactions as a part of the proposal to ban digital assets. So what do we see here? We see a lot of uncertainty still surrounding the digital asset class. And we also see mainstream adoption being picked up where people are kind of iffy, right? There's a reason for this. And I wrote down here in my notes, digital dominance. And the reason for that is because you see places like Russia, United States, China, all trying to gain the upper hand in adopting cryptocurrency and the whole entire global infrastructure shift that's about to take place. We are going to see a competitive we are going to see competitiveness amongst these nations. So finishing off this article, however, the proposal generated opposition from the Russian Ministry of Finance a few days after the central bank's call for a ban. Ivan, and I'm not going to butcher his last name, a ministry official said that the government should regulate crypto rather than prohibiting it entirely. He warned that a total ban might result in Russia falling behind in the technology. Again, what do we see here? Key phrases. This is digital dominance. Russia does not want to fall behind in the global adoption of cryptocurrency, so they're going to regulate it, right? That's what we're seeing in the United States. That's what we're seeing in China. That's what we're seeing in Russia. It is not going anywhere, right? So moving on to the next article, what can we see? This again, all of these articles are from Cointelegraph. You guys can just search the header, but we see here, upcoming Apple iPhone feature to give merchants a way to accept crypto payments, okay? Moving down here, the meat of this article, Apple announced plans to launch Tap to Pay for its iPhone, a new feature that effectively turns the smartphone into a point of sale device for businesses and merchants. So what's in it for crypto? Okay, this is a very interesting article because, again, this is a means of exchange, a global adoption of cryptocurrencies that is taking place. Scrolling down to the meat of this article, we see Apple announced plans to launch Tap to Pay for its iPhone, a new feature that effectively turns the smartphone into a point of sale device for businesses and merchants. So what's in it for crypto? Guys, I'm telling you, we see mainstream adoption pick up. For anybody in the United States that just watched the Super Bowl, what did you see? We saw a lot of cryptocurrency ads. Imagine how much money was dumped into the infrastructure behind digital marketing for cryptocurrencies just for the Super Bowl, okay? It's not going anywhere. What do we see again here in the United States? The Staples Center signs a 70-year contract with cryptocurrency.com, okay? Mainstream adopting is starting to pick up. Your every average day retail trader is starting to see the potential that lies behind early adoption of cryptocurrency, as well as the banking institutions and also big tech companies, okay, like YouTube, Apple, right? According to Apple, the soon-to-be launched Tap to Pay feature will extend support to Apple Pay, contactless credit and debit cards, and other digital wallets. It basically means that unless Apple places a direct barrier for it, customers who are using Coinbase card, Crypto.com, Visa card, or similar payments card would be able to use their cryptocurrency holdings to make payments via Tap to Pay. Scrolling down here, we see, while Apple has announced Stripe, an Irish-American fintech, as the first platform to offer the Tap to Pay feature on the iPhone, the company clarified that the additional payment platforms and apps will follow later this year. Back in August 2021, major crypto exchange Coinbase integrated with Apple Pay. Look at this integration with Apple Pay, Coinbase, and Google Pay. All right, these are two major payment platforms that have fully been integrated with Coinbase, allowing users to purchase crypto assets on its platform. As Cointelegraph reported, the move allowed the United States-based customers to purchase crypto using bank-issued debit and credit cards via mainstream payments platform Apple Pay. In June 2021, Coinbase launched Coinbase Card, enabling users to spend cryptocurrencies across mainstream avenues. Look at this, key vocabulary. Allowed users to spend cryptocurrencies across mainstream avenues. Look at the vocabulary. Anyways, okay, Coinbase will automatically convert all cryptocurrencies to US dollars and transfer the funds to your Coinbase card, less conversion fees for use in purchases and ATM withdrawals, okay? So I thought that was very interesting, again, to read to you guys surrounding the topic of mainstream adoption being picked up across the cryptocurrency community, right? So last but not least, this is the last article that I have for you guys. Again, a Cointelegraph.com article. I know that a lot of people don't like to read these. They like to just listen to people talk through these. So, that's me just doing that for you guys, covering these fundamentals. We see here, a quarter of people will have spent time in the metaverse by 2026. This caught my eye because I bullsh you not. Last week, I was at the park. Beautiful day. Okay, this is just a personal story, and if you guys have seen such, let me know in the comments down below. But I could not believe my mind. I was out at the park with a family member of mine, and a beautiful day outside. Birds chirping, nice 75-degree weather, people playing soccer outside, and I look over towards the bench parks, and I swear there was a guy with one of these, Metaverse headsets on, swinging. It looked like he was swinging a golf club or something, playing some kind of sports game, but he was outside at the park with one of these glued to his face. Instead of, involving himself in some real physical activity, he was in the Metaverse at the park. Okay? So this article caught my eye because I had a personal experience with actually seeing this outside, where I was like, wow. People really would rather spend time in the metaverse than outside in actual nature. It's insane what is happening right now with the global switch, because 20 years ago, if you would have said that this was going to be the reality where you could literally just go sit in your living room and take a trip to the Maldives or take a trip to Bali, you'd laugh at people. You'd laugh at whoever was telling you. They'd call them a whistleblower and say that that's never going to happen, right? But now it's going to get to the point where you take a trip to the Maldives or Bali or somewhere nice, a vacational spot, and nobody's going to be there because everybody can already go there from their living room, the comfortability of their living room, in the metaverse. Okay, people are buying land, they're buying real estate, they're buying vehicles that are like really actually worth money. It's insane what's happening right now. So this article caught my eye. And it's just pretty much stating that by 2026, 25% of people will have spent at least 1 hour a day in the metaverse for work, shopping, education, socializing, entertainment purposes, according to a new research. I mean, look at all the things that they listed. You can shop. I think now Walmart has some type of integration where you can order your groceries in the metaverse. I'm pretty sure McDonald's is going hand in hand with Uber Eats, where you can go in the metaverse, go up into McDonald's in the metaverse, order your food, and then have it delivered in real life. That's insane. I mean, it's for real insane. And it all has to do with Web3 technology, blockchain technology, NFTs, right? The metaverse, in this digital transformation that's happening right now. Whether you want to be involved in it or not, it is happening, okay? There's going to be, again, the group of people. Everybody thinks that what's happening right now, okay? Vaccinated people versus unvaccinated people. I've been trying to tell you guys about stipulations and labels and things of that nature, right? There's going to be a label in the future. There's going to be people that invested in digital assets early on, and then there's going to be people that didn't. Just like Bitcoin, in the early Bitcoin days, there were people that invested in Bitcoin early on and became overnight billionaire trillionaires, okay? Again, this isn't investing advice. This is me just showing you guys proof that cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. So if you guys like these articles and you like this little fundamental breakdown of me reading these articles for you, let me know in the description down below, and I will continue to do some videos like this where I just cover some topics on cryptocurrency and market related news for you all. Make sure that you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are almost at 4,000 YouTube subscribers. Really do appreciate it. Again, for the next week and a half, we're going to be offering a CYPRX Valentine's Day 15% off on the course material. That link is in the description down below. As always, be cognizant, be aware. I will see you guys in the next video breakdown. Everybody have a safe, productive week.